This is another presentation by My Weight World.
Working out with limitations. Exercises to do if you're obese or limited with your movement. The goal of this presentation is to introduce you to ways to train and exercise even with limited capabilities. These exercises will include functional training techniques and seated full body training methods. We'll look at variations on these exercises as well to intensify and increase overall effectiveness. Obesity occurs because too much body fat builds up in a person's body. Due to this fact, a person's health can be negatively affected when people carry excess weight with them. They are susceptible to diseases such as cancer and osteoarthritis. Typically, obesity reduces one's life expectancy by a few years. But to counter these negative effects, people can exercise daily and eat a well-balanced diet. There are many functional movements people do throughout the day without realizing it. For example, getting up from a chair, getting in and out of a car, and going up and down curbs are functional movements. These types of movements help to improve a person's quality of life. Functional exercises. Stepping up and down. Every day we are stepping onto curbs and going up and down stairs. Keeping in mind that typical curbs are 2 to 6 inches high, while the average flight of stairs may have 15 plus steps. Thus, there is a simple exercise you can do to practice this movement. Simply use a nearby curb or a stair. Step up with your right foot and then your left, holding onto the wall or handrail for balance. Then step down with a right foot followed by the left foot and repeat on the right foot. Finally, switch and repeat with the left foot. Reminder, try to add more repetitions and or eventually balance without holding on to anything. If you use a step, start with the top and add risers over time to add intensity. Functional exercises, stepping up and down variation. Since stepping requires balances because only one foot is on the floor at one point, try this exercise. Stand near a wall, just in case you need it, and lift the right foot off the floor, balancing on your left. Then see how long you can hold this position. After holding for a few seconds, lower and repeat with the left foot. You can make this exercise even harder by closing your eyes. Eventually move away from the wall and try it on your own. Functional exercises, standing up and down. We are consistently sitting down and standing up from chairs. The average chair is about 16 to 17 inches off the floor. That means you need to be able to squat down to 16 inches from the floor at least 10 times in a day. To strengthen legs, abs, back, try this exercise. Using a familiar chair, begin by sitting and standing 8 times. Each subsequent day, practice sitting and standing using the armrests or handrails if you need it first. Remember that over time you should add more repetitions and try to balance without holding on to anything. Functional exercises, standing up and down variation. Since sitting and standing up from a chair may quickly become an easy motion, try squatting without sitting all the way down. In this way, you will strengthen your leg muscles, core, and improve your balance even more. First, place a chair behind you and sit down on it, so you know where it is. Then stand up and squat as though you're about to sit down. However, make sure to stop a few inches above the chair and then stand up. Repeat this exercise a few times to build strength. Functional exercises, getting in and out of a car. This can be a tough one for everyone, not just the overweight or obese, and for some of the difficulty in the maneuvering in and out of a small car is just one more reason to stay home. By practicing this move, you can improve your strength and agility. To do this exercise, first sit in your car and practice getting out. Step 1, leg out, and then the other. Make sure you try not to twist when you get out, as this can cause back injuries. To get out of the car, use your hands to help push you up and out. Then sit back down and repeat this motion. Your goal is to be able to push yourself out of the car using the strength of your legs and torso rather than relying on pulling on the car door, which could slam your fingers. Not a good feeling at all. Seated full body exercises. How to. Before beginning the seated full body exercises, choose a chair that allows you to keep your knees at 90 degrees when seated. Remember to sit up tall during each exercise. Use your abs to maintain good posture and strengthen your core. Repeat each exercise multiple times after you're familiar with the moves and feel ready. Increase to 2 or more sets. You can do this workout 2 to 3 non-consecutive days a week, taking at least 1 day of rest between workouts. For best results, combine this workout with regular cardio and a healthy, low-calorie diet. Seated full body exercises. Seated slides back and forth. To do this exercise, sit tall using your abdominal muscles to keep your back straight. Place a paper plate under each foot. Then push your foot onto the right plate and slide the foot forward. After your foot is outstretched, slide the foot back, pressing it onto the plate to activate the hamstrings while sliding the left foot forward. Alternate these movements. 1 rep includes both right and left slides. Seated full body exercises. Seated outer thigh. For this exercise, sit tall in the chair. Tie a band around the mid-thighs. Although there will be some resistance, step the right foot out to the side. Tap the foot lightly, then bring it back to the center. While doing this motion, focus on the outer thigh. Repeat by stepping out with the left foot. 1 rep includes both right and left taps. Seated full body exercises. Leg extensions. In order to do leg extensions, sit tall with your feet flat on the floor and your knees together. Now squeeze your quads to straighten the right leg. Keep your foot flexed. Bend your knee to lower your foot, lightly tapping the floor. Repeat this motion and switch sides. Add ankle weights for more intensity if you so choose. Seated full body exercises. Seated ball taps. Seated ball taps are another great exercise to do. First, place a medicine ball in front of you and sit tall, making sure to keep your abs tight. Lift the right foot and lightly tap the toes on the top of the medicine ball. Take your right foot back down and tap the ball with the left foot. Continue tapping the ball, alternating feet. As you get more comfortable with this exercise, try to alternate your feet as fast as you can. Seated full body exercise. Inner thigh squeeze. You will need the medicine ball for this next exercise as well. Keep your back straight and maintain a good posture. Place the ball between your knees. Squeeze the ball by contracting the inner thighs and release slightly, but don't release all the way. Repeat this exercise for a few sets. Seated full body exercises. Lat pull down with band. To do the lat pull with band, hold a medium tension band in both hands up above and slightly in front of your head. The distance between your hands will determine the intensity of the exercise. For example, the closer together your hands are, the harder the exercise will be. On the contrary, the further apart your hands are, the easier this will be. Contract the back and pull the right elbow down toward the rib cage, then return the arm back the other way in a controlled manner and repeat again before switching sides. Seated full body exercises. Chest squeeze with the medicine ball. Another medicine ball exercise is the chest squeeze. Before you begin, make sure your back is straight, then hold a medicine ball or any other type of ball at chest level and then squeeze the ball to contract the chest. Or continue to squeeze the ball. Slowly push the ball out in front of you at chest level until elbows are almost straight. Keeping the pressure steady, bend the elbows and pull the ball back to the chest. Repeat this exercise for a few repetitions. Seated full body exercises. Seated lateral raise. You will need dumbbells to perform the seated lateral raise. Hold the light to medium weight dumbbells at your sides. Make sure to keep your elbows slightly bent and wrists straight. Then lift your arms up to the shoulder level, palms facing the floor. Lower your arms back down and repeat. Seated full body exercises, overhead press. Hang on to the dumbbells because you will need them for this exercise as well. Sit up straight, holding a dumbbell in each hand, beginning the move with the arms bent to 90 degrees. Weights next to the ears. To visualize this move, your arms should look like a goalpost. Press the weights together over your head and lower the weights back down next to your ears. Repeat this motion. Seated full body exercise. Bicep curls. Keep your dumbbells to do bicep curls, keeping your back straight. Hold the dumbbells at your sides. Curl the weight up toward your shoulder. When you reach your shoulder, release back down to your sides. Try not to swing the weights when moving them up to your shoulders, and keep the abs engaged and repeat. Seated full body exercises, triceps extensions with band. Take out your band again to do tricep extensions. Sit up straight with the band out in front of you. Keep your elbows bent out to the sides at shoulder level. Your palms should be facing the floor. Again, keep in mind that the distance between your hands will determine the intensity of the exercises. While keeping the left hand in place, straighten the right arm out to the side until it's parallel to the floor. While doing this motion, make sure to squeeze the back of your arm, move your arm back to the starting position, and repeat before switching sides. Seated full body exercises. Seated rotation for abs. Now we will do an exercise specifically for your core. Sit up and straight, holding a dumbbell in front of your chest. With your abs tight, rotate the torso to the right while keeping the hips and legs facing forward. Contract your abs to bring the weight back to center and then rotate to the left. Repeat this exercise as the movement to the left and the right counts as 1 repetition. Exercise variations. These exercises can become more challenging if you decide to add additional components to them. In addition to this, you might try combining a few exercises together, doing them simultaneously, keeping in mind that the more variations you put into your workout, the more you will stimulate your muscle groups and develop greater balance and control. You now have a good foundation for becoming more physically active and overcoming obesity. Although there are many exercises to do, the following types of training are exceptional for working various muscle groups effectively: functional exercises and seated full body exercises. Keep in mind, variations will make these exercises more challenging for you when you are ready for increased intensity.
This has been another presentation by My Weight World.